the global resources of ABC News with Terry Moran, Martin Bashir, and Cynthia McFadden in New York City. This is Nightline.
If you're looking for a certain pair of shoes, there's a warehouse in Kentucky that probably has them. They've got 1,000 brands in just about every style, size, and color. 4 million pairs of shoes. 24 hours a day, they're boxing them up and shipping them out to shoe shoppers sitting in the comfort of home.
Good morning, and thank you for calling Zappos.com, where Elvis was once spotted in our warehouse looking for a pair of blue suede shoes.
This is Zappos.com, and what Amazon did for books, Zappos is doing for shoes. They're trying to revolutionize how business is done and how people work. The name is an adaptation of the Spanish word for shoe. And this year, 9 years after going into business, Zappos is on track to sell $1 billion worth of shoes.
You will have these shoes on Monday with our free upgrade.
And they're having a party doing it. One night, it was a toga party. Work hard, play hard.
Are you guys ready to have a good time?
Tour the Zappos offices, and there's a cheerfulness you won't find in the dour offices of corporate America.
Hey everybody, thanks for coming.
Every department has its own way of greeting visitors. Zappos is headquartered in Las Vegas, where they do have office carols like almost any other corporation. But right there in the middle, we may have missed him. There he is, Tony Hsieh, the Emperor of Shoes, with no more office space than Dilbert.
One of the things that's really important for us, actually probably the most important focus for Zappos, is to make sure we have the absolute best company culture. And part of our culture is just having a family-like atmosphere.
And at times it looks like one of those internet startups that disappeared when the bubble burst. Here's the entire finance department racing Pinewood Derby cars in the office. But unlike those failed startups, last year Zappos made a 5% profit. Not bad.
I have to ask you the productivity question, because we are here surrounded by people who are, many of whom are working, but there's another sizable group that's standing around chit-chatting. There's a party down the hallway that's been going on for an hour. How does all this affect actually day in and day out selling shoes?
Probably the easiest example to give is when we do new manager orientations, we encourage new managers to spend 10 to 20% of their time outside the office. And so what you're seeing now, consider that maybe away from their desk might be a better term. But a lot of it is actually outside the office, whether it's going bowling with your team or a happy hour with the people you work with and so on. And the initial reaction we get from new managers is, okay, that's great, sounds like fun, but there's a lot of work to do. What about productivity? And then we ask the managers that have done it, how much more productive and efficient is your team, because there's higher levels of trust, communication is better, people are willing to do favors for each other because they're doing favors for friends, not just coworkers. And the answers we get back range anywhere from 20% to 100% more productive. So kind of worst case scenario, you break even and you're having more fun doing it.
They're definitely having fun. Zappos has been ranked among the best places in the country to work. All the hijinks don't seem to be hurting the bottom line either. Zappos took in more than $1 billion in sales last year. It's actually been growing at a time when a lot of other shoe retailers are struggling.